The natural capacity of the body. Your physical vessel possesses an extraordinary inherent capacity to repair itself. This is not a matter of mysticism or hope, it is fundamental biology. Every single cell within you is hardwired to seek balance, regeneration, and wholeness. However, this natural, automatic mechanism is frequently blocked when your mind remains in a state of active resistance. When you learn to master the foundational principles of alignment, the process of recovery becomes entirely automatic. The journey begins with two profound shifts in consciousness: accepting what is currently happening in your reality and releasing the mental friction that holds you back. Most people attempt to force their recovery by fighting their symptoms and pushing against pain. This resistance only creates deeper physical tension, which ultimately acts as a barrier to the natural flow of your physical vitality. Understanding and releasing. Inner resistance. The greatest adversary your physical body faces is the resistance generated by your mind. When you experience pain or discomfort and immediately react with frustration, fear, or denial, you create a state of internal contraction. This mental tension translates directly into physical tightness, constricting your blood flow, shallowing your breath, and halting your natural restorative processes. When you stop fighting the sensation, the tight grip of tension begins to loosen, allowing the innate wisdom of your physical self to resume its work. Releasing resistance does not require you to enjoy the discomfort or resign yourself to suffering. Instead, it is a simple acknowledgement of current reality. By breathing deeply into the area of tension and acknowledging the physical sensation without judgment, you create the spaciousness necessary for recovery to begin. Cultivating deep gratitude for the vessel. Your physical form is an absolute miracle of nature, quietly executing thousands of complex biological functions every single second without your conscious direction. It beats your heart, filters your blood, and regenerates your tissues while you go about your day. Despite this constant devotion, many people take their physical form for granted, directing criticism, frustration, and dissatisfaction toward it. Gratitude is a powerful biological catalyst. When you consciously appreciate your body, your internal chemistry shifts from a state of defense to a state of ease. Positive emotional states stimulate the release of beneficial neurochemicals that encourage cellular repair. A simple daily practice of placing your hand over your heart and silently thanking your physical form for its tireless work can profoundly shift your internal state. The dynamic connection between mind and body. Your mind and your physical form do not exist as separate entities. They are deeply and continuously interconnected. When your mind is quiet and peaceful, your nervous system signals to your entire physical structure that it is safe to rebuild and repair. Conversely, when your mind is caught in loops of anxiety, worry, or stress, your body receives signals of danger, prioritizing survival over long-term cellular maintenance. This is why cultivating mental stillness is incredibly therapeutic. Daily meditation, even for a brief duration, helps transition your nervous system out of the active stress response and into the deep restorative response. By sitting quietly and focusing your attention on your breath, you allow your immune system to strengthen and your natural vitality to expand. Aligning your habits with natural rhythms. Your physical body is an extension of the natural world, designed to operate in harmony with natural cycles and rhythms. When you live in alignment with these natural patterns, your recovery processes accelerate. When you fight them, your vitality suffers. Modern living frequently disrupts these essential cycles, encouraging us to stay awake long after dark, consume food when we are not genuinely hungry, and remain sedentary when we should be active. Returning to your natural rhythms requires you to pay close attention to your internal signals. This means resting when you feel fatigued, consuming nourishing food when your body requires sustenance, and moving your muscles when you have energy. Trusting these instinctual cues allows your physical self to maintain its natural equilibrium. Processing and releasing. Emotional toxins. Emotions are not merely mental events. They are forms of energy that move through your physical structure. When you suppress, ignore, or push down difficult emotions like anger, grief, or fear, this unresolved energy becomes stored as physical tension within your muscles and organs. Over time, this accumulated emotional debris blocks the free flow of your life force and hinders your physical recovery. True wellness requires you to create space to feel your emotions completely without judgment. Allowing yourself to express grief through tears or letting anger move through your system without acting out destructively helps clear these physical blockages. As you allow your emotional energy to flow freely, you will often find that long-standing physical tightness begins to dissolve, placing absolute trust in your inner intelligence. Your physical form is programmed with a deep, ancient intelligence that always moves toward life, survival, and recovery. Your primary task is not to micromanage this process, but rather to remove the mental and emotional obstacles that stand in its way. When you truly believe in your physical capacity to recover, your mind supports your biology by sending signals of safety and confidence throughout your nervous system. Doubt and worry act as brakes on your recovery, while trust acts as an accelerator. You can nurture this trust by repeating simple, comforting thoughts to yourself, reminding your mind that your physical vessel knows exactly what to do. As your trust deepens, your physical state begins to align with your inner expectations of wellness. The synergistic power of all principles. While practicing any single one of these principles will bring noticeable benefits to your life, their true transformative power is revealed when they are practiced together. Each concept supports and strengthens the others, creating a powerful compounding effect. For example, releasing resistance prepares the foundation, while gratitude activates the healing response. Mental stillness shifts the nervous system, while natural alignment provides the necessary physical conditions. Emotional release clears the pathway of blockages, and trust allows the entire process to unfold smoothly. If you focus solely on physical protocols while remaining in a state of mental resistance or emotional suppression, your progress will be limited. Addressing the whole person ensures that recovery becomes a natural, effortless byproduct of how you live, establishing the path to long-term vitality. Integrating these profound principles into your daily existence does not require a sudden, overwhelming lifestyle overhaul. The most sustainable path to long-term vitality is to begin gradually by choosing a single concept that speaks to you deeply right now. Commit to practicing this one principle consistently for 1 week, noticing how your physical and mental state begins to shift. Once that practice begins to feel natural, you can introduce another principle, gradually building your foundation over several weeks. Within a month of consistent practice, you will likely observe tangible physical changes, such as reduced discomfort, deeper sleep, more stable energy, and improved digestion. You are simply creating the optimal conditions for your body to do what it does best. The wisdom of the ancient masters. The profound connection between a peaceful mind and a vibrant physical form was deeply understood by ancient philosophers and healers. They recognized that the human body is a microcosm of nature, subject to the same universal laws of balance and flow. Rather than trying to dominate or force the physical form into submission, they advocated for non-interference, alignment, and gentle allowing. By living in harmony with these natural laws, cultivating quiet minds, and processing their emotional experiences, they enjoyed remarkable longevity, vitality, and freedom from disease. This same timeless wisdom is entirely available to you today. You do not need expensive treatments or complicated programs. You simply need to align yourself with the natural flow of life, returning to your true natural state. It is essential to realize that vibrant health and wholeness are not foreign states that you must laboriously construct from scratch. Wellness is your fundamental, natural state of being. When you experience symptoms or fatigue, it is simply an indication that something is temporarily interfering with this natural flow. By practicing these principles, you are not forcing your body to do something extraordinary. You are simply removing the mental, emotional, and behavioral interferences that prevent it from returning to its default state of balance. Your physical self is always striving to return to wholeness, waiting for you to quiet your mind and allow the natural process of renewal to take place. The power of the present moment. The journey toward greater physical harmony does not begin in some idealized future, when your external circumstances are perfect or your diet is flawless. The only moment you have to initiate this shift is right now, with your physical body exactly as it is in this very second. Take a moment to tune in to your physical sensations and ask yourself what your body requires most in this instant. It might need a deep, releasing breath, a moment of sincere appreciation, a pause of mental stillness, or permission to feel a suppressed emotion. By responding to your immediate physical needs with gentleness and awareness, you initiate the recovery process right here and now, setting a positive trajectory for your day. Creating the perfect internal environment. Your physical cells are constantly reacting to the chemical environment created by your thoughts, emotions, and daily choices. When you harbor chronic worry, frustration, or resentment, you bathe your cells in stress hormones that inhibit growth and repair. Conversely, when you cultivate peace, appreciation, and trust, you create an internal chemistry that supports cellular regeneration and immune function. You hold the power to shape this internal landscape. By consciously choosing to quiet your mind, appreciate your physical form, and let go of unnecessary resistance, you establish the perfect internal conditions for your body to repair, strengthen, and maintain itself naturally. Simplicity as the ultimate source of power. In a world that often values complexity and expensive, elaborate solutions, the profound simplicity of these principles can be easily overlooked. Yet, true power lies in simple actions performed with absolute consistency over time. You do not need a complicated, stressful protocol to reclaim your physical vitality. The gentle practice of breathing into physical discomfort, offering daily thanks to your heart and lungs, spending quiet moments in reflection and respecting your need for rest holds immeasurable power. These gentle, consistent shifts in your daily awareness create deep, lasting transformations in your overall well-being, proving that nature's ways are simple, elegant, and highly effective, moving beyond the state of survival. When your mind is constantly on guard, fighting symptoms and worrying about the future, your physical body remains trapped in a defensive state of survival. In this state, your resources are directed toward self-preservation rather than deep cellular rejuvenation. By mastering these 6 core principles, you guide your system out of defense and into a state of growth, repair, and thriving. Your breathing deepens, your muscles relax, your digestion improves, and your immune system becomes more effective. Shifting your focus from fighting sickness to cultivating ease allows your physical self to channel its immense energy toward restoring your natural vitality. The lifelong investment in your well-being. Your mind and your physical health are the most valuable assets you will ever possess, shaping the quality of every single experience you have throughout your lifetime. Investing your attention and energy into these practices today is a choice that will pay immense dividends for decades to come. Cultivating a peaceful mind, processing your emotions, and respecting your physical limits now ensures that you will maintain your mobility, clarity, and vitality as you age. True wealth is a vibrant, resilient body that allows you to experience the world with joy and ease, making the daily practice of these principles the ultimate act of self-care. Trusting the process of automatic recovery. As you begin to implement these principles, it is important to develop patience and trust in the natural timing of your physical recovery. Just as a seed requires time, nutrient-rich soil, and water to grow into a strong plant, your physical body requires consistent care and the right internal conditions to rebuild itself. Avoid the temptation to monitor your symptoms with anxiety or demand immediate results. Instead, focus your energy on maintaining a peaceful inner state, trusting that the intelligence within you is working diligently behind the scenes. By letting go of the need to control the outcome, you allow your physical form to recover in its own perfect, natural way. Stepping into your full vitality. The invitation to experience vibrant health is open to you in this very moment. By choosing to let go of mental friction, embracing sincere appreciation for your physical form, quieting your analytical mind, living in harmony with natural patterns, processing your feelings, and placing your full confidence in your inner wisdom. You align yourself with the natural flow of life. Your body is your greatest ally, working tirelessly to support, protect, and sustain you through every moment of your existence. Get out of your own way, release the unnecessary burdens of the mind, and allow the automatic, beautiful process of physical restoration to unfold naturally within you.